It is way too cold. Hi folks, Harry here, and today I am going to be discussing with you some of the books that I plan to read this winter. So for me, coming with the winter weather is the desire to read loads of books, and I don't really know why. I think it might be because a few winters ago was when I read It for the first time, and this is the book that really kicked off my love for reading. So I guess winter just comes with this reading mood nostalgia, I guess. So I'm just going to be telling you some of the books that I plan to read during the winter season. So the first book that I'm going to be talking about is the book that I'm currently in the middle of, and it is Bag of Bones by Stephen King. So this book is following a writer named Mike Noonan whose wife unexpectedly dies, and he gets a severe case of writer's block. And this writer's block continues until he goes to this lake where some creepy things occur. I'm really enjoying this book so far. It is a little bit boring in places, but I expect this book to massively speed up in the next 400 pages, because I'm 200 pages in. So I have high hopes for this book. I know it has some die-hard fans, so I'm really looking forward to finishing this book. While we're talking about Stephen King, another book that I want to read is Misery. I've already read this twice because it's my favourite book of all time, but I really want to reread it. So this takes place round about the winter season. So this book follows a writer named Paul Sheldon, who is the author of a very successful series of romance novels. One day he gets in a car crash and is rescued by his #1 fan, who ends up taking him hostage and torturing him. This is my favourite book of all time, for so many reasons, but the main reason why I want to reread this is because it's set during the winter period, and I think it would be an appropriate book to read. So on a slightly happier note, the next book that I want to read in winter is Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson and Lauren Miracle. This light is not doing well for this cover. So this book is a collection of 3 novellas written by 3 different authors that are all based round about the Christmas period. So I want to read this at some point in December. Another book that I want to get to this winter is Breaking Dawn by Stephenie Meyer. This is the 4th book in the Twilight saga, and believe it or not, as much as I love Twilight, I have not actually finished this series. So Breaking Dawn is the next one on my list. I actually just finished Eclipse, so I'm on a massive Twilight roll at the moment. I have seen all of the movies, and this one is set around about the colder time, and also I feel a massive wintry vibe coming from this series, and I don't know if that's just me, but I love the Twilight saga, books or movies, during the colder periods, and I really want to get to this. This is a 700-page chonker, and I'm so excited for it. So next up, I want to continue the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas up until at least Empire of Storms. Again, this light is not doing well for these books. I have already read Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight, and I need to read the prequel novellas and the next 3 books in the series. And I just really want to reread these this winter, so that's what I'm going to try to do. I seriously need to work on what's going on with this light, because that is mental. So even though I'm going to read a lot more books in winter, the last books that I'm going to actively try to finish is the Shatter Me series. So at the moment in my possession, I have Ignite Me and Restore Me. I have already read Shatter Me and Unravel Me, but these 2 are the next ones in the series, and Defy Me and Imagine Me are the ones after this, and I'm going to read those this winter if I can get my hands on them. But I really want to finish this series. So these are the books that I'm planning on finishing this winter. Of course, I'm going to read a lot more books during the cold season, and I'm so excited for them, especially considering that I'm probably going to get a few more books for Christmas, so I'm really excited about that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big fat thumbs up. Comment below what books you're planning to read in winter, because I would really like to know. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more bookish videos from me, please consider subscribing and turn on the post notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. All of my social media links are in the description below, and I will see you for another video. Goodbye. Some of these. That was terribly worded. Bloody hell, Harry.